Walking with God and trusting Him is absolute. And when He changes the direction of a thing, it does it knowing fully well that most people wouldn't like that change. Good morning. You're welcome to Daily Dose. I bring a word from the Lord, Exodus chapter 5 and verse 23. Ever since I went to the king to speak for you, he has treated them cruelly, and you have done nothing to help them. Now, this is Moses reporting to God now on certain conversations that happened. And some stories actually lose its efficacy because the end. And this end is that Moses had just started the journey with God, and it was on a fresh note after he went with zeal. Walking with God and trusting Him is absolute. And when He changes the direction of a thing, it does it knowing fully well that most people wouldn't like that change. So when God was trying to get the people of Israel outside of, getting them into the promised land, there was a lot of resistance from Pharaoh. Now, what this man doesn't know is, well, that's Moses now, was that God is still bound by His ethos, His ethics, and His word. God will not be cruel to a man who hasn't violated certain things. He was still giving them food, He was still helping them. And in that regard, they needed Him to pass from life to death, which means stop functioning in a certain way. And so you see God, who oversees the entire universe and sees from not just an helicopter, I'm using it as an example now, what we call for humans that we see from some leaders see from an helicopter perspective. Now God sees from that overall perspective, knows exactly what is going on. And Moses went to report and say, you know what, these guys are not getting out of this thing. I thought you said you sent me. Are you not God again? That kind of conversation. Everything God does must be held with faith. You must have that faith that He is able to emancipate His people. He wanted those people out of their situation more than you would have them out. That's why when people cry more than they believe, God wants souls saved more than you want them saved. God wants to emancipate people out of poverty more than you want to emancipate them out of poverty. That's why you will hear things like, I have engraven you upon the palm of my hand. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Those things are true. They are sacrosanct and they are very, very real. And so our dealings with Him is that we must operate on the premise of faith in when we deal with God. So when He says a thing, He's not backing down. When He says it, you can be rest assured that it's already done. It is you that would need to work in the fulfillment of that which has already been established. How? By faith. And this is why we put the confessions of God in our mouth. It says that ships are turned to and fro by reason of the rudder. It says the mouth of the man will be what he would use to fill his own belly. I hope that has helped you this morning. Until tomorrow, when I bring you another word on another episode of the Daily Dose, keep liking, keep sharing, subscribe if you haven't. God bless you.